Okay, I wanted to start if we're going to talk about Friday night lighting candles, the chashivus of it. I'm going to go according to Arizal, but before I do that, I want to give a shtickle hakdama. It can include the Lubavitcher Rebbe, that he has this thing that he tells every girl of 3 years old to light candles. So just to understand a little bit, first of all, we know that lighting candles on Friday, every lady does it. Universal minig, Sephardi, Ashkenaz, everybody in the whole world. What's the pshat that they're doing it all over? So, what does the Chazal tell us in the halacha? They all tell us that what's the reason that we light candles? The reason we light candles is shalom bayis. So everybody asks, in the olden days when there was no electricity, so you needed candles on the table, otherwise you'll trip all over. But what about today? Everybody has a light in the dining room, you turn on the electricity. Where's shalom bayis? So you heard any answers? What did they tell you, Pshat?
That's a Moshe, no? Somebody...
It's famous. That was. Is she what?
There's a blackout.
How shchiach is a blackout?
The mountains that have the Mongol colonies?
In the Mongol colonies it happens a lot, but the Stamazay doesn't happen that much. But the main reason is, it's Enechanami, that's the main reason. Shalom bayis, that's obviously. So I actually said it many years ago, that of all the mitzvahs that people do, husband and wife, right? So that lighting candles is one mitzvah that the husband does and the wife does. And that is that the husband is supposed to prepare the candles and the wife is supposed to light the candles. And that's the shleimus. As you have the Zocha and the Keva, that's first of all Shalom Bayis, to do it together. And secondly, it's what we call a Yichud, right? And it's also Shleimus that both the husband and the wife are doing it together. It's not, that's Chelek Beis. That should be right, no? It's not Chelek Aleph in there? Then it's in my office someplace. But before I go inside, anyways, that's one pshat, the shleimus in the bias. That I wrote that, put it in my safe and so on. Now we're going to see much more so. We learned that by Ner Chanukah, if you remember, what is the word Ner? Gematria? 250, right? We learned by Ner Chanukah that 250 represents 3 yichudim. One is Havaya Eke. These are the 3 general zivugim, which is always a Shem Rachamim and a Shem Din. Right? So you have Havaya Eke, Havaya Lekim, and Havaya Atnus. Right? Which all together totals 250. That's Ner. Because it's showing you that if you look in the Kavanas of davening, you'll see that the Kavana is by Sim Shalom, the last bracha in Shemona Esrei, Sim Shalom, which is representative of Shleimus, right? And there the Kavanah is also those 6 names, Havaya Adnus, Havaya Eke, and Havaya Elikim. So those 6 represent Shleimus. So Pshat Shalom Bayis is showing you that there's Shleimus in the Bayis because you're having a complete Yichud of all those 6 names. That's represented by the word Ner. You're going to see this in a few minutes in the Arizal. He's also going to tell us there's another Yichud, which is Kel Shakai. How does that reach 250? So you take the Aleph B'miluay, which is 111, right? And then you have the Dalet. The Lamed. And then Shakai is just Pashut. And together it totals 250. Does that make sense? Already over. So then I'm saying it wrong. Hang on one second. Sorry. It's Kael Adnus. It's the Aleph Lamed of Kael, and it's the Adnus, which is 65. And that together gives you 250. Aleph is 111. Lamed Mem Dalet is 74.
Oh, we're going the whole thing. Okay.
Right, in the whole Kael, and the Adnus is Pasha equals 250. So he says that the difference will be, one will be in Bina, and one will be in Malchus. You're going to see it in a few minutes, but it's showing you that in Ner, there is a Yichud all around. question is then, so why is it only by minhag is, to correct me if I'm wrong, by the Sfardim, that ladies only light candles after they get married? By the Sfardim also? Okay, so if it's such a chashuv zach, why should it only be after you're married? So that's, I think, the pshat is that since it's called shalem bayis and beisoy zu ishtay, right? So therefore it only happens if the lady is a ishtay. If she's not an ishtay, so then it won't keep that title of shalom bayis.
Because there's already neighbors in the house, so there's no, you're not by being moist neighbors to make a new bracha. A single girl.
A single girl lives on her own apartment. She didn't have to do it, no?
I don't know about the bracha, but I'm talking about the lighting. So I'm saying in Chabad, the Rebbe says that everyone should light at 3, and if you think about the kavanas and the shleimus, what's the difference? At 12. At 12. It's the same idea. Yeah.
They all do it?
Yeah, my sisters all did it.
Really?
Yeah, at 12 years old, they lit candles. I've been saying the tam, if you think about the tam adavar, it makes perfect sense. What?
Your daughter did it?
My daughters, no. But we left Chaim Berlin, so nobody did it.
So you reverted back
No.
to the Yekish.
The Yekish minig is really a Messiah. Is not that was an adopted minig while it was alive, and then once it was finished, then we went back. Except maybe for skipping slichas a little bit, that it's convenient. But aside from that, so I'm just saying is that the chashivas of ner, and also as you know, ner is nefesh ruach, which is keneged the neshama, right? That's why we light a candle when somebody's nifta, because that's nefesh and the ruach of the neshama. And where is called olam haneshamas, that's called olam habriya. Is olam haneshamas, and this. All these yichudim we spoke about is happening in the bina and in the malchus, and the bina is olam habriya. So that's why we light it also by le'ilui nishmas. So the Kael Adnus is in the Malchus, and the Gimel Yichudim, which we said before, which is Havaya Adnus, Havaya Elikim, and Havaya Eke, those are all in the Bina. So that's why the Bina is Olam HaNeshamas. When somebody is Nifta, they go upstairs, is typically Olam HaBriya. And that's why, since the Ner is by Olam HaBriya, that's where Yichudim are, so therefore we light the candles with the Yichud of Olam HaBriya. That gives you an idea of the chashivas. So now he's going to talk about histaklus b'neres. I'm just giving you like a hakdama. I actually prepared it a little bit. That I'm coming to you from another angle. In Sefer Yitziri, he talks about the mila of a keshes. What is a keshes? A keshes is like a few colors coming together as one, and it represents a bris. What does bris mean? Bris means shalom, peace treaty. Right? That's a bris. Or they call it, what is the word? A covenant? Right? It's the same idea. It's means shalom. That Rebbeinu Shalom made a bris with the world, right? That he'll never bring another marble again. And the similar devil was a keshes, which had several colors in it. The eish, the ner, also has several colors in it. It has a white light, which is the top, which is Keneged Olam Habriya. And then it has the black, which is right next to the wick, right? That represents din. And then there's a blue on top of it, which represents like a tchelas, like less. You're going to see later, he's going to talk about it. So you have also three colors coming together, which represents a bris. The ner is representing, similar to a keshes, is representing shalom, because a bris means shalom. Now, since Shabbos is a ice, bris is a ice, so representing, so to speak, like a treaty. So therefore, when you light a ner that has the colors in it, just like a keshes, so therefore, it's all coming together. Okay? That's outside, and now go inside. When we finish this thing of neiros, so I just want to tell you, when we started off, all the way in the beginning, before you came, there was a little piece in here, which the Mosok Midvash said it. Right in the beginning, that before he talks, the beginning starts off, what's the difference between the tefillas of Shabbos and the tefillas of weekday? That's page Nun Hey it is? Yeah. It says better because it starts off with learning the Hanhagas of Matzah Shabbos, and then goes to Kabbalah, Chana Shabbos, mikveh and cutting nails and all those things, and Kabbalah Shabbos, and they said it'll be much easier if you learn all that first and then come back to learn the difference between the Shinuyei Tfilas, because in Shinuyei Tfilas obviously is many Kabbanas and Yechudim and so on and so forth. Okay. So now we're at the end, so we don't have, and I don't know if we have necessarily enough to finish the whole thing, but now we're going to learn about Neros inside.
Before Arvis or after Arvis?
It is before Arvis. It's Kabbalah Shabbos Basodeh, was Mizmer Havu. I don't know how to break it up over there.
Well, I need to know.
I can't answer you because we have different editions.
Taisus Shabbos is before or after?
Before. It's really the end of Taisus Shabbos.
Yeah.
That's,
That's before Arvis.
it's before Ma'ariv.
Right before Taisus Shabbos. Right before Taisus Shabbos.
Before Taisus Shabbos.
It's right before.
We're going to continue inside.